ChatGPT just got its upgrade. We can see here GPT-5 has been released and it is being put out to be the best AI model out there. So in this video, we'll be testing it out to see if it is a state of the art as it is put out to be. Here you can see most companies are switching to GPT-5 as their best model. We can see Cursor has switched to GPT-5. Windsurf is using GPT-5. Vercel says it's their best front-end model. Even Manas is using GPT-5. He's saying achieved the best performance they've ever seen in a single model and on their internal benchmarks. Notion is also saying it has the best one-shot capabilities. So basically, if you just give it one prompt, it's able to do whatever that you told it to do. And in this case, Inditext also shared that GPT-5 has the best reasoning and nuanced multi-layered answer that reflects the real subject matter and understanding. OpenAI says GPT-5 is the strongest coding model they've ever released. It outperforms all three across coding benchmarks and real-world use cases. We'll test it out to see if this is actually true. I'll be taking it through some complex tasks to see how performative it is. Here, when compared with O3, which is the previous best model, you can see it just performed way better, almost getting a 10% boost from the previous model. This is quite impressive. GPT-5 is said to be among the best front-end engineering models, and it's supposed to produce aesthetically minded, ambitious, and accurate results. And in a side-by-side comparison with O3, it produced a 70% better result for testers. Here, we've been given a prompt: generate a beautiful, realistic landing page for a service. So basically, just a coffee brand that has a $200 per month subscription. And here, when you look at the page, you can see it does a very good job of that. Here, it produces this coffee brand. And starting 6-month program, you can see all the details are very aesthetically pleasing. And the information here is top notch. It gives you, I would say, a very decent landing page that you would give to any client. And I'm guessing this was one shot. We've been told that it's a better collaborator. So it is able to incorporate most of these tools like Cursor, Windsurf, and produce much better result because it's a better agent. As we are informed here, it is beyond agentic coding. GPT-5 is better than agentic tasks generally. GPT-5 sets a new record on benchmarks of instruction following, that is 69.6% on scale multi-challenge as graded by Omni 3. This is very funny. They're even using their own models to rate their new models. Without further ado, let's get into it. Here you can see once you just open chatgpt.com, it directly takes you to GPT-5. I believe they've just implemented it in all of their models. Now the default model is GPT-5. I'm informed you don't have a lot of messages if you haven't paid for it. You guys should like, comment, and subscribe so that I can have enough money to actually pay for this model, because it is actually a very interesting and good model. I only have access to GPT-5 for now, and you don't have a lot of messages. I hope they can increase the messages for this one so that I can be able to use it and play with it a little bit more. Okay, to test this out, I've given it a prompt. Create a game of Tic-Tac-Toe from the image that has been provided. Add in adjustments that can allow me to make the game as interesting and complex as possible. I should be able to play the game in Canva. So because I want to be able to play the game in Canva, I should activate Canva here. You just click on this plus button. Here just go on more and there should be Canva. I don't know why they've hidden the Canva feature just so deep in here. But yeah, once you click on the Canva feature, this is the game that I wanted to create. So for it to create this game, it needs to understand that once you play in this square, it should stay in this particular square of the tic-tac-toe. If you play it in this corner square, it should move to this square. And when you play it in the middle, it should move in the middle. I haven't given it any further context. I've just provided the image in this particular case. After I submit, this is what it has given me. And like I initially said, when I play here, it should be able to stay in this square as it has. And if I play here, it should move exactly in the middle. So all those simple tests has passed. Now let's see if it can pass the capturing of the square test. Let's just win one quickly. And you can see here, I don't like the interface here, the way it's wibbling. Like when I click on a square, it is not giving me exactly what I would like. Like you see, it's a little bit deformed and it is not aligned. I don't like the fact that it's not aligned. It should have been able to understand and done that very easily. Okay, so we've we've won a square and it's not even capturing that square. So it should be able to bring a big X here, because that is there where the game is supposed to be played. It's just supposed to easily bring that so that it can show this square has been captured by X, or this square has been captured by O. Maybe it can work for O. Let me try out for O. Okay, so even for O, it's not doing that, which is quite strange, because it should be able to bring an O on that particular square to show that it has been captured by O. But in this case, it's not doing that. That is not the way it's supposed to behave. And here we are told that it's supposed to be aesthetically pleasing, and this is not aesthetically pleasing at all. The way the squares are deforming, I don't like that. So let's just try to bring, you see how these squares are deforming. Maybe later when they are proportionate, they're coming into alignment, but I don't like that at all. Let's try to win a particular square so that, oh, I've messed up there, but let's just continue. So we're supposed to play O. All right. So let's come. You can play anywhere. Can we play back here? Okay, so we can't play here. Can we play there? Okay, we can't play here. This is how it's supposed to work. Okay, let's play in the middle. X, O. So here it should be able to capture that. Yes, it is able to, but it should be able to bring a letter here. How do we know that we've won that? Right? Okay, let's just see if it is able to give you a text message to say that this particular letter has won. Here, let's play X here, or X there. Okay, so this has been captured as well, and you can see it's not giving you anything there. But let's see if we can. Let's see after we finish if it is able to just show you that you've won. Just restarting. Okay, that's not the way it's supposed to behave. It's supposed to show this particular letter as won. So it's either X or O, but it's not doing that. In case some of you just think I'm hating on GPT-5, let me give you an example of what Gemini can do. So I gave it the same prompt, no context. I just say create this game. Here you might think I created any extra context. No, I just gave it the same exact prompt, and this is what Gemini did. The UI is just very aesthetically pleasing, and here it has given me very pleasing UI. This is ready for use. If I play in this square, okay, so it has passed that test. It is giving you that you should play in this exact square. Let's take it to the bottom right corner. Okay, it's doing that. Let's play it in the center. Yes, exactly. Yeah, everything here is just working fine. Let's take it back to that square. Let's try to capture. Let's try to capture this. Right. So okay, let's play X here. O X. Exactly. This is exactly what it's supposed to do. Let's try to win and see if it is going to actually bring all those features there. X here. Let's play O somewhere there and then bring it back there. Let's see if it works for O. Okay, so for O it's working as well. Very fine. Yeah, let's see if what happens after you win. Okay, X there. So you can play anywhere. O X O. Exactly. That's how it's supposed to behave. X O. Okay. So you can see this is how you want the game to actually operate. And yeah, this is very good. You can see here it's telling you player X wins the game. This is exactly how you expect the game to work. And you can see here, ChatGPT did a very lousy job of it. The UI is bad, the interaction is bad, even the way it's working is not appropriate. This is not how the game is supposed to work. Overall, my opinion of GPT-5 is not that impressive. Like, it is not doing anything that we haven't seen out of these other models. Like, I believe Grok 4 can outperform GPT-5, and you can see here Gemini is already outperforming GPT-5. They could have done something that is very unique. They could have produced some better results than GPT-5 because it is not doing anything that we haven't seen so far. We expected it to be outstanding, and given the hype that some Ottoman gave it, we were expecting something that is just close to AGI, as close to AGI as we can possibly get. But this is not what we're getting out of this model. Like, comment, tell me what you think about this model, and subscribe. And if you like videos like these, check out my channel where I'll be posting about AI. If you have any video recommendations, just please do tell me in the comments below. See ya.